Hey girl, are you lost? I'm just kidding. I've missed you, you've missed me. And you know what, we're back better than ever. So welcome to my new series, my how to survival guide, how to be a girl, basically. The number one question I get asked on planet Earth is, Daya, how do I get over him? Ooh, if I hear that question one more time, I'm going to literally take your head and slam it against the wall. Just kidding. Anyways, we're going to be going through the art of detachment, how to get over someone, what to do, and a little pep talk on who the f you are, okay? Because trust me, if anyone knows about, you know, things not working out or whatever, CO, situation survivor. Okay girls, let me open up my tablet so I can see my notes because class is in session. We're professional out here. We don't do like the other girls. We're very demure, cutesy. That is the wrong password, isn't it? What is the password? Okay, cool. Sir, you're recording my video. No, that's not it, bro. That's not it. Literally, that's so rude. Get up with him, girl. Okay. I hate myself, but I really love myself. The intro. So he's left you, or you've left him, but you still feel like, oh my god, I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you, bro. You will be fine before him, you'll be fine after him, okay? And also, by the way, look, I take 3 years to get over someone. I've seen girls heartbroken in 1 week, next week they're on to someone else. There's no formula to this thing, right? There is literally no formula. It's literally just your mindset and how you cope with things and how you deal with things. You might need several heartbreaks in life in order for you to get the lesson, to understand and to keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? Because people are like, how come someone has found like someone so quick? That's just how life is, okay? Stop being a victim, stop being, we're not find anyone. You will, just give it time. Your lesson might be that you need to learn something, you need to learn your emotions, you need to deal with things, you need to learn to cope with things, you need to understand. Everyone's mission on life is different, okay? So he's gone, now what? You're like, oh my god, he's left me, he sent me a text, he didn't break up with me in person. First thing, and I'm sure you've heard this before, the closure is disrespect, okay? If you are someone like me who needs to go back to someone 3,000 times in order for them to hurt you so badly that you're like, that will have to be it. Because even though it hurt me, I'm so glad I did that way, because I think it got to a point where I was like, yeah, I can never ever message you, because I had a little bit of a naughty habit where like maybe every year there'll be like a cheeky text. I would never do that in a million years now, because they pushed it so far that like I wouldn't even give them the satisfaction to go back, okay? So that method works. The going back, if you're one of, oh my god, why do I have to live on the main road? If you're one of those people that needs that kind of vibe, fine. Look, he ain't gonna be your husband, girl. Tell your friend, would your future husband do that to you? And I guarantee 9 times out of 10, her answer will be no. First thing, you need to feel the feelings, okay? Don't try to be like cold-hearted and be like, next. Anyone who comes on the internet and tells you stuff, there's no formula to this thing. This is just from life experience that I'm telling you, or like things I've witnessed from other people, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this is what seems to be the thing that's working. You need to feel. I think to sit down, write in a journal if you don't like talking to people. If therapy is your thing, go to a therapist. Personally, me, I'm too self-aware to even go to a therapist, because I think I know the problem and I know what I'm doing wrong. She's gonna tell me the same thing that I know. I might even know more than her. Anyways, it's not about me, it's about you. You need to feel them, you need to understand, and you need to look back, and you need to reflect, and you need to, because the thing is, what's the point? And I'm very big on don't hurt other people. What's the point of then getting with someone, them really liking you, and then you hurting them, and then this is how we create a bitter world, okay? There's no, save someone else's feelings. It took me 3 years. I didn't date for 3 years, okay? Because I was like, I can't do that to another person. Feel them and channel them. So whether it's making art, whether it's writing poetry, whether that emotion that you have, especially as like a girl, we are feminine human beings who create stuff. Use that in your work, in your projects, as a side thing. Take on tennis, I don't know, pick up a new hobby, distract yourself. If you're sitting there on the phone wallowing and crying and looking at it, it's not going to do anything. It's really not going to do anything. You're giving them power, and you're giving them what they want, which is attention. okay, especially if they're a certain star sign. Anyways, okay, so that's feel the feelings. Wait, like, it's okay to hurt, but don't unpack and live there, because your life and your past is not a life sentence. It's not prison. Don't be in prison, in mind prison, because that's the worst place you can be, okay? At least like prison, like you'll eat food and like you have friends in prison. Don't be in a prison of your mind. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Because it's not going to be beneficial to you. It's not going to be, like, think about all the wrinkles that you get as you get older from all the stress. Personally, me, that's why I'm very on board with these days, because as I'm getting older, I realize I do not need wrinkles under my eyes from crying over someone. It's like when they'll suck out the youth. Remember that, okay? You're not in, don't be in mind imprisonment, okay? Be outside. It's not a life sentence, okay? And I promise you, and I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, for me it hasn't got better, but like it will get better eventually, in terms of every relationship, every situationship is just, you learn things about yourself. Like, for example, and I talk about this in my podcast, which is very personal vibes, like, the reason that I know so much about myself and how I change, and my biggest flex is that person will never know who this person is now, but it needed to happen, is that I saw things in myself that I didn't like. I didn't like that I was too emotionally available. I didn't like the fact that everything needs to be in balance in life. Like, I'm not saying you need to be like a cold-hearted mean girl. Don't do that. That's no point. Like, you're a girl, like, you're supposed to be like cute and friendly and stuff, but there's a balance, and you need to learn the balance. I needed to learn in life the balance, okay? Reclaim your power, sis. And what I mean by that is, the power that you have after someone breaks up with you, you feel like they're in control, they have power, and you need to get it back by, if you wanting them back is going to give you that power, it's not going to do that for you, bro. All it's going to do is going to give them, oh my god, this girl is so obsessed with me. Like, imagine them in the group chat with their boys being like, oh, she came back. No, sir. I'm not going to give you that opportunity. There is real power in silence, and there's real power in, okay, cool, do you? Because think about, if a snake bit you, are you going to chase the snake and ask it why it bit you? Or are you going to try and heal from the poison, or do something to heal from the poison and save yourself? What are you going to pick? Because I know you'd be a dumb girl if you went to the snake and was like, please snake, why did you bite me? Please, is it because my blood was succulent? Did I look succulent? What is that going to do? So the snake's going to turn around and try to bit you. I don't want to, instead of being like, ow, it bit me, let me find help. You get me? You get it? You get it? Okay. And then, so yeah, there's real power in silence, yeah? Especially someone who's hurt you. So just leave it, okay? Just be like, okay, and watch. They will pull back, because they'll be like, how? Why is she like not begging for me? Why is she not texting me? Why is she not doing this to me? And they'll, if they really like you, they'll have time to think about you and come back. If they don't like you and they don't like you, don't chase the validation, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know someone is not into you anymore, but you're just chasing the validation to be like, no, but I promise he does actually like me, there's nothing wrong with me, why would he break up with me? Don't worry, I've been there, I'm not judging you, I've done the same thing, girl. Anyways, then we have the typical self-love and glow up, okay? Once you've done all the inner work, because those are things that are not physical, like you can't see them, more time or less, it's time to glow the up. And you might be like, how do I glow up? You don't even need to change your hair, you don't need to do your hair color, don't damage your hair. Glow up in the sense that, for example, after a breakup, people tend to, like, you know, not be healthy because you're not thinking straight. Think straight, get the fuck up, go to the gym, pick up a hobby, invest in yourself. 10% of them are like, for me personally, if someone breaks up with me, I need to do well in my career, because for me, my validation comes from my career. I don't know where you guys' validation come from, you need to find it, but invest that into that. I think that's what the real self-love is. And I think also just like being kind to yourself, not being harsh, not being in the mirror being like, what's wrong with me? Why would I? Oh my god, someone's done something wrong to me, I'm gonna be like, why am I ugly? Or why am I like, what's wrong with me? Is it because I'm not good enough? If those words ever came out of my mouth, because they have been before, and it's disgusting, if those words ever came out, I was like, why was I not good enough? I was more than good enough. That's the problem. I was more than good enough. But if you're questioning your physicality, they got with you before, so it's obviously not your looks, okay? Like, I used to be like, oh my god, it's because I'm too... Okay? So sometimes you think it's not because you're good enough. You think, because that's your first immediate thought, they've broken up because I'm either no longer this or no longer that. Oh my god, if someone is so shallow like that, please bye. You don't want them in your life anyways, because when you're fat and pregnant, think about what your man will do with you. So you saved yourself. The heartbreak in the long term. Also, don't forget, just a little thing, sometimes you are also their lesson, in the sense that they also need to learn things about themselves through you. I'm sure, and I really hope to pray to God, a few of the people that I've dated understand things about themselves and what they need to do and what they need to take into their next relationship to make it better. And that's just the circle of life, let's be honest. We learn, we grow, next thing, and the next thing becomes better. That's why they say timing is so important. That's a different conversation. Everyone has different versions of you and their story, and I used to really want to try and make all the stories perfect, and it just doesn't work like that. Like, it is what it is, keep moving. Or afterwards you're like, oh my god, he has a new girl, he's choosing her better than me. Okay, he might have learned from you, and that's it. That's just how life works, and you need to keep it moving, okay? Because your time will come when your Prince Charming comes, and you'll be like, oh my god. So this is why I went through that, because now I'm so much better in this. Okay, cool. Change the perspective. This takes a while, but change the narrative about it. Change the whole thing. I used to hate this one person after what they did to me, and then I was like, actually, you know what? After a while, by the way, I saw it as, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be potentially where I am today. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know X, Y, Z about myself. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be, you know, it's a fragment of the person I am today. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the time, and I'm grateful for the memories, and I'm grateful for the story. And yes, there are bad things and there are bad pasts, but hey, that's life. Take back the power in the narrative. I think it's really important also when you have a breakup, and a really important how-to is to have really good friends around you, to have friends to be like, hey, it's okay, we're gonna take care of you, we're gonna go out, we're gonna be pep talks, we're gonna help you in any way, shape or form. And people who don't be like, oh, see, I told you so. Okay, you told me so, and what? Like, but the friend that's, you know what, we're gonna cross that bridge, the bridge came to it, they're there for you, they're holding you, they're hugging you, they're listening to you rant. That's like the type of people you should be around, and especially when it comes to breakups and stuff, it's good to have someone to talk to. And then I think because this hole is gone out of your life, and you're like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna spend the rest of my life and my future with him. Okay, cool, you're not spending your future with him, fine. Visualize what your future with your future person is going to look like. List out all the things that were great about this person, all the things that weren't good about this person, what you want, what you don't want, and be like, in my future person, this is how I want them to come up as, this is who I want them to be, this is what I want, this is how everything's going to look like, da, da, da. I think it's important to have a hope and to not wallow in self-pity and be like, oh, no one's going to look. You're hot. You're on earth, okay? Do not spend your youth crying and thinking no one's gonna ever like you, because trust me, if anyone knows that, it's me, okay? I am someone who things don't really work out for a lot, and I still have hope. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think everyone thinks I'm delusional at this point. Like, I was talking to my mom about my future when she goes, where's your man though? I was like, he's coming, I'm not stressed. And I've been in this kind of situation and this belief of like hope. I know he's out there. Like, I did not struggle and I did not hurt this much for me not to have the best person ever. That's the hope that I have. Celebrate your progress. Like, honestly, celebrate your progress. Like, I don't know, get a cake. If you're getting divorced, have a divorce party. That's like really cool. I want to get divorced in my 20s. Every day, be just kind to yourself and be like, I'm getting through this. Trust me, it's a daily thing. The first day will feel, oh my god, this is a drag, and then it gets time and time, and you're like, whatever. You might think about them here and there, but like, then you'll always remember, and you'll be disgusted, and you'll be like, and just be proud of like you went through that. Some people don't make it, and some people don't get through breakups because it's so painful. And the fact that you're going through it, You need to celebrate it in some kind of way. Don't think it's cringe. I don't know. Have a little dinner, have a little party, or whatever it is. If you have the right supportive friends, they'll do it. I've seen like people who have plates and write stuff and smash it. Do whatever it takes. Celebrate your wins, because that is a win. You survived and thrived. So just have a little recap. You got this. You will get over it in time. I hope and I will pray for you that his life goes downwards. And if that doesn't happen, that's also okay, okay? But just be better than him, okay? Be better. And I just want to say that if you have gone through a breakup or you're going through a breakup, just know that there is a glow up at the other side, because I don't think I've ever seen a girl not glow up after their breakup. If you guys turn fine after, because there's no one stressing you, no one's dusty sun is bothering you, and that's the beauty of it, okay? And trust me when I tell you this, there is someone amazing coming along, and if the next one doesn't work out, it'll be the next one, it'll be the next one, it'll be the next one. It's all good. We are humans experiencing life. We are souls experiencing life. Just experience it. Experience the feelings, experience the pain, make art from it, do something cool, use it. Use what life is doing to you. If it's helping people, if it's writing a book, if it's informing people. Don't spend your life crying about a boy, because listen, I've seen people get replaced pretty quick, okay? It's not the be all and end all. If you look after yourself, take care of yourself, you can find a bae very quickly. That's it. Make sure you follow, subscribe, because I'm iconic and I'm your boss and I'm your tutor and I'm your teacher of life. So yeah, I'm really proud of you, and if you're going through something, my DMs are always open. I might not read it, I'm joking, I will do my best, I always reply. I love you guys a lot.